Nico in Surprise, Arizona. Oh, come on. Seriously? There's a place called Surprise, Arizona. What a surprise. Hey, Paul. Well, hey, Nico. As long as you're not, even if you're pulling my leg, it's okay. It is Arizona. Recently, I bought a pair of Klipsch R50M bookshelf stand mount speakers for my first two-channel setup. I've been having a heck of a time trying to get them set up so that they disappear, as you suggest. Finally, I got them to a point where they sound amazing. Nice. However, some things are still trapped in the speaker and the depth doesn't seem quite right. What's your advice for setting up highly directional speakers like those Klipsch? And could the size of my room, 10 feet by 11 feet, or amp be affecting the depth? Well, I hate to tell you, Nico, but everything could be affecting the depth. Now, you know, obviously you've read my stuff, and I tell you up front, setup is easily 50, 60, 70% of the challenge most people face. And if you just take a Saturday morning, read the book, Audiophile's Guide, or whatever you can find that will explain to you how to set up speakers, you can get such a great level of improvement with just setup alone. But that said, setup only goes so far, right? If you take, let me pick on somebody, a Pioneer receiver and a pair of cheap loudspeakers, and you do perfect setup, they're going to sound amazing compared to what most peepers out there in Surprise peeping around, what most people's systems sound like, but it will never have that complete disappearing act. It will never have what you hear here at the listening labs or many of our hi-fi family members' homes, because electronics matter, the loudspeakers matter, all of that makes it, the recordings. I mean, we have one of the best systems in the world that people come here and listen to and are amazed at, but if you put a really crappy recording on, it's going to sound really crappy, right? That's just the way it is. So it's all of a combination of all of this stuff. And I can't tell you exactly what it is you're going to have to do, but I suspect if you've actually gotten, and it sounds like you have, the setup to where it really is working for you, the next thing you should look at, your speakers. Klipsch has got a famous brand name. They're not high-end. They're not a high-end loudspeaker. So, and I know that's going to raise the hair on a bunch of people's necks, but that's just my opinion. And you know what? One of the cool things about I get to give my opinion, and people can take it or leave it or whatever they want. I just, years ago, Klipsch used to be they were the system. They were the ones to have. I've told this story before, the Klipsch corner horns that I first heard Edgar Winter's Frankenstein on with an audio research system, just blew my socks off. But over time, Klipsch, like a number of companies, went the way of big corporate acquisitions, and they lost their footing as this kind of company, and now they're this kind of company, which is high value, good stuff. For most people, they're a great loudspeaker, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're trying to play high end. So I hope that helps and doesn't offend too much. All right.